Welcome back for another Tech Tip Tuesday, but this time on a Wednesday. Apologies, it's a day late, but it's still here. Today we're going to look at MS Events. So let's jump straight in. You open Teams, you can come to View More Apps. You can search for events, open it up, and this is where you can manage webinars. So we'll just quickly create one now, create event. I'll give it a name. SharePoint, oh man, my spelling today, SharePoint webinar, and maybe I'm going to set this for Friday. I'll leave the timings, that's fine. So it's going to happen online in a Teams meeting room. Who's planning it? Myself. I could add others if I wanted. So I could put GoBot in. And they'll get that. Can I maybe add myself there? So we'll both be presenters on the event. So that's fine. Who can attend? So you can have it just in your organization. You can send it to literally specific people. Maybe you have a mailing list or something, or just make it open to the public. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to turn on registration. And what we can do there is then edit a registration form. So by default, it's always going to ask for their first name, last name, and email address. And then we can add in organization, maybe job title, maybe you want to add your own custom question. So we'll go phone number. You can make these required if you want, but that's fine. We'll just leave it like that and we'll save that. Perfect. So set up the experience. So then we can decide what's going to happen for attendees. So I want them to have their mic and cameras off. You can optimize it for larger audiences and we can see what that means. So attendee mics and cameras will be off. They'll watch at a slight delay and can pause or rewind the live video. So I can't have more than 1,000 attendees, but I can reduce that to whatever I want. Manage what attendees see, control the layout, content and people on screen. So you know, turn all that on or off. Enable the green room so you can check your audio. We can get more options here. Can dialing in bypass the lobby? No. Can those with a registration link bypass? No, I'd rather not. Yeah, really helpful settings that you can just play with here. Participation, turn chat on and off. Q&A, recording and transcription, have that available. Really helpful stuff. So we'll apply that. That's good for now. So then we'll save and continue. So there's one organizer, okay, and then 2 presenters, fine. We'll save and continue again. So it's not going to publish the event. You see here we still get a publish, but we can edit a few more things. So I want to add a polls app so that I can, during the webinar, add a poll. And again, I can set those up in advance. Opens in a new window. So multiple choice, ratings, multiple choice again, or start from scratch, ranking. You know, it's all going to suggest a lot of these now for you. And even just, yeah, again, just get a nice, easy way to make your webinar very interactive. So we can also add other apps. It's going to make it look like a full now. Details, where did that go? There we go. So now it's fully loaded. We can click plus and add other apps to it. So customize streaming, Vimeo, live stream, and any other apps that your tenant might have. Q&A. So again, decide what you want your attendees to have. Do you want them to be moderated or not? So very powerful stuff. Yeah, save that as a duplicate or a template so that you can just, if you're doing a similar thing month in, month out, you've got the same settings, you just tweak the name or something. We can keep an eye on those that are registering and then maybe cancelled. We can, once the call is finished, get insights on how it went, those who joined and how long they were on for, stuff like that. Manage recordings of the event as well. So we'll publish this, publish that. And then we'll get a event page link and even embed it on a website if we wanted. And that's kind of what it will look like. So we're going to copy that, and then I'm going to get a private tab to register. So there we go. That's what I get when I come to it. So GoBot and George Greenwood are presenting this. It's forthcoming. So we'll register. We'll just shove in some data. me.com, roughly, something like that. Blimey, am I typing? Test, but then you can see these aren't actually required. So I'll just register. And then you get a process, you're going to get a confirmation email. You can maybe share it to a platform. And then if we go back to the event, then I can see people and emails. I can see them here and I can see their form. So they've answered test organization. They've not answered these ones, but I've got their email address and name. So it's really easy to manage who's on your webinar, to maybe add them to a mailing list from there. Yeah, really helpful tool that I literally just stumbled across. So you can see your events that I've just drafted, that you've not published yet, that are published, and those that you've had in the past. So really nice, helpful app to manage webinars and make that easier. And again, bundled into your subscription. Some things do require a further Teams premium license. So for example, I've got a trial of that at the minute. These 3 settings are part of the premium, so a wait list, limiting when the registration starts and ends, and then require manual approval of registrations. These are actually part of the premium, but you can do a lot without the premium, so definitely worth having. I love this app, not that I do webinars, but nice to know that I've got an app included, that I don't need to pay for a subscription or purchase a third-party tool if I wanted to get into webinars and things like that. So you can then get an overview. One's registered, 909 spots left. Yeah, just so handy to just have built in, and then it just lives on the left. You can pin it if you're running a lot of webinars, and there you go. See your conversations and your Q&A. Unanswered ones, you just get really helpful insights into your webinars. Change the background here, maybe you want a different color depending on the theme. Add a logo. Let's see what we've got here. If I can quickly find a logo. There we go. You can edit this as an image, upload your own. So let's put a world map in. Okay, it's bigger than 5 meg, whatever. We'll just save that. So it's changed the color. Let's put my logo. Perfect. Put my logo in for the webinar. It's upcoming. Buttons now match everything else. So really nifty little app built in to Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Events. Just search for it from the 3 dots and search for events. If you're paying for Office 365, you don't need a third-party webinar tool. You've got one at your fingertips. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see or need help with setting it up, and we can get a call booked in to see how we can get that done for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.